We made it. We made it to Friday. Let me get a one in this building. There it is. Go ahead, Colette de Jour. Egypt Thomas is here. How are you, babe? Unseely's here. We got Eve up in here. Crystal is here, and she's on the screen as well. Who else we got? We got Mermicorn. We got Discarded Roses. Mika's here. We got all the girls in the building. Girl on fire. Now, ladies, I am loving it. I love when somebody's um bra strap, metaphoric bra strap shows, right? Or their boxer line shows, or the top of that G-string shows. I'm not going. Ladies, there is some fake outrage going on out here, and I'd love to expose it on this Friday. Black people are always on some bullshit, y'all. They really are. It's a clusterfuck of nonsense. That community is a bag of trash and dumpster juice. It just is what it is. You know they're lying when their lips are moving. Okay. So I'm gonna jump right into this shit because, like I said, I'm not going. You know, with the Naker, it usually shows with their like crime, outrage, or their, they treat us bad or they oppress us type shit. With the black women, a lot of it stems around either skin shade or hair. Okay. Skin shade or hair. And then coming in third is usually how their kids are treated. Let me just make this plain. You don't have to worry about people in the way they treat your children. Had your men built you something, you don't like the public school? No. Turn to Tyrone and ask him and his Colt 45 drinking ass, where's your shit at? So you don't have to worry about the shit out here. Let's go. Today is going to be some exposures going on. And I love exposures. I absolutely do, because it makes my job, or whatever the hell this is, easier. Okay? Let me just show you these two right here. Okay? You got yourself a white dude and you got yourself a black woman. Both live in New York, or were there at the time, okay? And you see this humongous attention-grabbing wig, okay? Let me say this first. Everybody need to keep their hands to their fucking self. Effective immediately. Everybody needs to keep their goddamned hands to themselves, because it's just the right thing to do. Well, with these two individuals, apparently they were both coincidentally out on the town doing whatever they do. Old boy on the left was drunk as fuck, and he was with his peoples, okay? He saw this woman with this wig on, and he did the wrong thing, okay? I know you mammies fixing to have a fit, just hold your seats. He did the wrong thing, and he snatched off her fucking wig. He snatched the shit off. Let me let the people tell you what happened so that I can go ahead and destroy the black community right fucking now. Huh? Let's go.
Sir, for what reason?
This New York City lawyer has been fired after a video emerged, accusing him of snatching a wig off a woman. The viral video was recorded by Lizzie Ashley, a musician, who accuses the man, identified by social media as Anthony Orlick, of taking off her green wig just seconds prior. In the video, Ashley is confronting Orlick, while bystanders encourage him to apologize. Orlick appears to be grinning throughout the video. His law firm, leader Birkin Colau and Silverstein, posted to LinkedIn saying they are aware of the video and that the associate is no longer with the firm. Daily Mail reached out to the NYPD for comment, who confirmed a report for assault had indeed been filed, but did not identify the male who grabbed the wig. Ashley took to TikTok to say she cannot comment further as she pursues legal action. Read more on this story at dailymail.com.
Give me somebody to beat his I'm dead.
Oh, in New York, I guess dead ass means you're fucking serious. I'm dead ass. Okay, so here's the deal. He snatched that wig off, right? The black community wasted no time. This dude got fired in less than 24 hours. He was identified, doxxed, all that shit. I want y'all to take note at how the Sista was acting when her wig was snatched off. Please take note of that. There was a lot of cussing, fussing, fighting, telling him he needed his ass beat, all types of shit. Mind you, the people that were with him was telling him to apologize to her, but they didn't get highlighted. Fuck them. The people that was telling him to apologize to her, they didn't get highlighted. Fuck them, because we got to make sure that this is completely racial, Mississippi burning, some sort of lynching that went down. Because, right, sisters in the black community, right, when motherfuckers snatch your wig off, they need to have their job taken. All this shit needs to happen. Apology ain't gonna do. You need to bring out Jim Crow South. You need to bring out slavery. You need to bring out the misunderstanding about your hair. Shit got to go down. Or does it? Is that true? Let's take a look.
When he snatched the wig off a girl in a wheelchair.
Oh shit, he took off her fucking wig. Yo.
He played Duck Duck Goose with a wig. New York City. He's going around the whole building. Wig snatching. Going twice. Sing it with me, y'all. He's still getting chased. Go badly with you, yeah.
We introduced him.
Well, the person that got her wig snatched in that little clip, she was in a goddamned wheelchair, okay? A fucking wheelchair. And just for shits and giggles and fun, the wig got snatched. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. There was a lot of laughing, singing. The bitch that was recording can barely catch her fucking breath because it was so goddamn funny. Now, something's not adding the fuck up here. Either it's disrespectful to snatch your wig off, or you just have a problem when white boys do it. I think you have a problem. Honestly, I don't really think you have a problem when white boys do it. I think it's another one of those times where you're trying to keep the Mississippi burning and the racial bullshit going. Ain't that right, bitch? I don't think you have a problem when motherfuckers snatch your wig. That right there was pure comedy to you when that lady in the wheelchair got her wig snatched the fuck off. Do they do that normally in the black community? Look, I don't know. Listen. Okay, hold on. He did a flip with perfect timing to get that goddamn wig off your head. I'm not seeing where we needed Ben Crump for either of these two situations, and I got a ton more if you want to fuck with me, whore, right? I thought that snatching off your wig was some sort of hate crime, according to y'all. It's some sort of, oh my God, we need to get some civil rights attorneys around this bitch. I'm confused. So let's scroll down just a little bit more. This is her on TikTok. And of course, everybody had to make a video because black people are pretending like they've never seen Tyrone, Glocktavius, and the crew snatch off black women's wigs for fun. That's unheard of in the black community. They don't do that type of shit. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Snatching wigs in the black community is some sort of reason to be canceled. But for some odd reason, I haven't seen either of those two guys get canceled. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Aaliyah, you got anything to add? Because I got a lot more to add.
I mean, I guess it's redundant to ask where was all this outrage when, you know, black men were running around snatching off black women's wigs. So it's okay to have your wig snatched as long as it's by a black man. I guess it's less embarrassing that way. And this is why you can't take this community seriously. The only time they give a shit about anything concerning you is when the story goes viral or when a white man does something to you. Because as I recall, Blueface himself actually had a video where he snatched a woman's wig off and she laughed. She thought it was funny. And this is also the same man that was having a photo shoot at his home where they snatched off a dark-skinned black woman's wig, and the same bitches running their mouths now was saying that she deserved it and that she didn't deserve any sympathy because she shouldn't have been there in the first place. See, they only try to use logic and reasoning against you when a black man or non-black woman does something to you. But, you know, there is no logic or reason used in this case that would have you question that what was going on before this woman conveniently started recording, you know, that led up to this particular altercation. Because I'm curious to know how the conversation went before that incident. See, one thing about these videos that I'm seeing a lot now is that these people conveniently know when to start the camera rolling, and it's usually after they started a certain amount of shit themselves. And see, this is how full of shit this community is. Because Blueface did this shit, like I said, and it happened at his house, but I don't recall anybody getting upset. And of course, everything they do that demeans us is only a joke, but it's grounds for outrage if a white man does something. Sit y'all dumb ass in the slow ass section and put that dunce cap on and face the wall. Cause I am sick of y'all. Y'all are really grasping their straws these days to show other races of men doing shit to black women like that is the norm. There aren't a plethora of white men assaulting black women, but we do have a plethora of black men assaulting black women constantly with no pushback from the loudest voices with the biggest platforms. But them trying to make these comparisons are not new, and it's very desperate, seeing as how they completely ignore everything else that black men put black women through just to highlight what a white man does. These people are so two-faced It's pathetic. But let me know when y'all start addressing one fucking thing that you think the black boys or the black men do that's actually fucking wrong to the black girls and women. Because I would say y'all hoes should be ashamed of yourselves when this is the only time you think something is worthy enough to be upset about, but you're not. Y'all will just continue to do what you've been doing, which is ignore the mistreatment of black women and girls at the hands of black men and then make them the victims of everything. And I'm just over it, quite frankly.
Check this out, y'all. Now, if y'all don't see the manipulation in this goddamn Jasmine Brand fucking post, NYC attorney fired after violently. I told y'all this is Mississippi burning, right? This is the new lynching, according to them. But black men, right, when they snatch your wig, the shit is funny. Oh, because he understands. Well, those are the motherfuckers that told you they couldn't stand your wigs to begin with. How about that part? Snapple, you got anything on this? Because I got a whole bunch of comparison. Black folks is acting a damn fool as usual.
Yes, I have quite a bit to say, actually. Somebody, I think it was Egypt, shout out to Egypt in the chat. I think she said, those white boys are learning this shit from the Kangs and the mini Kangs. This is literally not even like an occasional. This is very much common in the community. They will snatch those girls in middle school. Yep, like Tazisha just put on the screen on the pinned comment that's coming up. They snatch the ponytails off. They will snatch the wig. This is like middle school, high school. It is a normal thing. Like, these girls are in school with anxiety because they don't know when one of them little rock-headed ass motherfuckers are going to snatch that shit off of their head. So if anything, I mean, obviously he shouldn't have done that, but I'm still going to place the blame on the Kangs because they do this shit all the time. They do it publicly. Celebrities do it. They did it at that concert. Like Aaliyah said, Blueface did it. And then it's literally a normal occurrence. And that's why it's bullshit that they're trying to act like they're so devastated and astounded by it. But when one of them do it, and you know what? Yes, they moved very quickly. Like somebody else said, the Kangs ain't have nothing to do with that. Y'all know that was all black women who doxed that man and got him fired and all that. But I still have yet to find out who the fuck that motherfucker on that subway was that was violating those little girls. That story still, y'all know what I'm talking about. DZ showed it several lives ago where he was threatening to do heinous acts to them and admitting to other heinous acts. Literally, we don't know his name. We don't know his location. Nobody gives a fuck. But as soon as it's somebody of, the white man, they want to jump all over it and Mammy Powers activate and find out who the fuck it is and get them handled. But it's like, it's bullshit. Like, nobody respects y'all mammy ass bitches. And we already know about the Kangs. That's why nobody fucking respects y'all, because y'all have no fucking consistency. Y'all some fucking hypocrites, and y'all only give a fuck because it's a white person. But when little rock-headed Tyrone and Taquan Darius is doing this shit every fucking day, they're literally little girls petrified and anxiety-ridden, trying to get down the halls to their locker because y'all ugly, ashy ass, snot-nosed ass sons are gonna snatch their ponytails off. And it's funny.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the deal. Black folk pretend like they don't know why they're not taken seriously. You clearly have the same shit that you claim other groups of people have, and that's bias. When you see one person do it, it's different than the other person do it. On top of that, here's the nefarious part of it. The reason that you do that is so that every time somebody sees you, they see you as a victim. That is a weak ass place for your so-called men to be, as the victim all the time. Right? Like she said, I don't know where that dude is, and nobody gave a fuck. I didn't see any follow-up videos or anything, and 5 little black girls were indeed threatened. But here's the deal, y'all. Would y'all please take a look at this thumbnail? Look at this no neck having motherfucking Roland Martin in the back with his hands up like he's appalled. Oh my God, let me get my pearls off my neck. Can you believe that somebody snatched off a sister's wig? We must mobilize. We must motivate here to get you all fucked up in the game. Y'all, I hope y'all see what the black community got going on. Ebony, what you got, sis?
I'm sorry, but this is a little beneath me. Actually, this is way beneath me. But I will say I'm really agreeing with the other two ladies. You're worried about somebody's wig getting snatched off, but you're not worrying about the bodies dropping.
That
You,
part.
I mean, and that's the thing. Black boys love doing this, this stuff. They love humiliating black girls every day in and day out. To the point, it has happened so much to the point they've TikToked it. They put it all over social media to the point that a New York attorney with his whole life ahead of him thought, oh, I can just walk up and snatch a black woman's wig off. So that's what I'm saying. It still goes back to the Dusties. I'm sorry. If
Absolutely.
you guys weren't doing the same damn thing and hating the women who look like you, other men would feel like they could respect your women also. So you know what I'm saying? So
And see, it
no,
goes back to the mammies as well because they don't keep the same energy across the board.
exactly,
That's what this
exactly.
is about. If something is wrong, then it should be wrong when everybody fucking does it. Don't just show your ass and act a fool when a white man does it, cause then you look like a whole fucking clown. Because if you don't do shit when that nigga snatching wigs, sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. That's why I say go stand your dumb ass in the corner. Cause do you know how many times you let that shit slide when a black man did it? You
Thank
look
you.
like a fucking fool when you show your ass.
And I
Look,
hate to say it, but these white dudes need to stop taking cues from the Dusties.
yeah,
Okay?
it's really old. His ass, he
Yes,
should have kept his fucking hands to himself. The thing
yes.
is this, white folks that's out there listening, let me tell you something. You do not want any parts of that said community. Anything that these black women let black men get away with, you're not going to get away with that. Don't even try it. They are programmed and they are soldiers from the black community. On top of that, please keep your hands to yourself because you're gonna have Ben Crump at your goddamn door if you don't. That's just what it is. They litigious as fuck and they have to maintain their victim status. So knock it the fuck off. I'm just giving you a piece of advice. I mean, it's every fucking where. Ah, he's a demon. Listen, demon, right? If snatching somebody's wig off is the demon, baby, there's a ton of demons in your community. This is a hot ass mess. I mean, every fucking where.
And
Everywhere.
nobody is going. See, that's the thing. You're right. They want to maintain this victim status, but shit, victim because somebody took my wig off.
They'll
I
take it
mean,
the way they'll take it the way they can get it.
the
Point blank
stuff
period.
that they really need to be worried about in and out of the black community, they don't worry about.
Look,
Okay.
y'all, I'm serious. Check this shit out, y'all. Let me get rid of the. He's smirking and listen, sick. He assaulted that woman. Y'all have a whole segment on Wildin' Out where all they do is snatch your wig off. So where's the police reports and that type of shit? Y'all look a damn fool out here. So this is not the first time something like this happens. Does anybody recognize this situation right here? Because this is getting ready to get real grimy real quick. Okay. Back in 2019, a black woman and a white man were having it out in the parking lot, cussing each other the fuck out. He was a bartender and all types of shit. The F bombs was flying, the names was called, they was arguing. Y'all know what it looked like when motherfuckers is arguing. Okay. Here's the deal. So, Sagittarius said, yes, he punched her. Look, he knocked the shit out of her. And here we go. Let's take a look at some of the returns I got on Google. Let's go. Main people: Atlanta Black Star. We got the Washington Post, Black Entertainment Television, aka BE fucking T. You got Daily Mail. They gonna get it how they live. Ebony, Revolt TV, and all that shit. He eventually ended up being arrested and convicted and all that good shit. Does anybody remember this situation where another black woman got the holy fuck knocked out of her? Does anybody remember that? Okay, well, let me tell you who that is. That's the bus driver from Cleveland. Oh, darling. So you just saw where the white dude, he hit the black woman and there was a meltdown, complete meltdown. Oh my God. Racism, white supremacy, blah, 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 blah. Ben Crump, let's get this. It's all racism. So we go over here and homeboy, he's a bus driver. Ayanla, where you at? Ayanla, where you at? Ain't you a bus driver? You're out of order, dear. Beloved, date you a bus driver. Well, darling, the bus driver not playing with your motherfucking ass either, because this is him after he swung. Here it is before he swung, and here it is after he swung. He knocked the holy goddamn hell off of her. He almost decapitated her motherfucking ass. Do you understand me? Ayala, where the fuck you at, beloved? Beloved, where are you to come and tell me about this goddamn bus driver knocking the shit out of this woman? I want to know.
Just like her, DZ.
Don't even forget, what about that bus driver that got that actually got off the bus and chased that woman down just so he could spit on her? What about that bus driver? Since they're so fucking perfect now.
Look, what was the reaction when the white dude did it? Okay, how many times have we seen black men knock the fuck out of black women? Well, this was the reaction to it. Memes, float like a butterfly, hit like a bus driver. Huh? I'm sorry. Are you expecting people to take you serious? Are you? Oh, that's the only meme? No, it's not. Bus drivers be like, oh, you're going to jail now. Anybody remember that? That's that nigga saying that shit. Memes all over the goddamn place. Kapow. I mean, so I'm trying to figure out something. Do you think people finna take you seriously? You can miss me with this bitch in her wig. How about that part? You got your justice. They do. You got your justice. He's gotten fired. Move the fuck on until your wig gets snatched again. Because I know this outrage is fake. Mermacorn, you got anything?
Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies. I actually have a couple of things. One, first of all, why are you so good at impersonating Iyanla? That was crazy. I was screaming. Number two, my new theme song for the Black community is "It's a Joke, Joke, It's a Joke." The mammies in the clouds will recognize that theme or the melody to that. And number two, wasn't Vine specifically? Didn't all of the people on Wild 'N Out come from Vine, where all they did was snatch wigs and run around impersonating Black women, every stereotype they can about a Black woman? And now we have someone on the street snatching a wig. And like you said, there's fake outrage. And to Aaliyah's point about them, needing to go and sit in the corner, this woman was holding her wig, right? So he snatched it. Yes, should have kept his hands to himself. But I'm fairly certain in all the videos you just showed and all the videos from Vine, the wigs were never returned. They were thrown into pools or into lakes or, dragged along the street and the concrete and everything else. At least she was able to put hers back on her head. So we're going to talk about white man do it too. At least he gave her wig back.
Let me bring up a point real quick, because I feel the fence sitter in the air, and I'm not talking about you, Mermacorn, in the air as I read through the comments. Somebody said, well, the bus driver got fired too. Absolutely. After the company saw what the fuck he did, there were zero demands from Black people to get that bus driver fired. The memes came. There were demands for the bartender to get locked the fuck up, though. Don't hit me with that fence sitting bullshit. Two different fucking scenarios. One scenario where the white boy swung and all hell broke loose, demands for his arrest and all types of shit came the fuck out. Black dude punched homegirl in the face. Memes. Okay, yup, he was fired like a motherfucker, but guess what? It wasn't y'all that asked for it to happen. As a matter of fact, what happened was you found out how long he had been a bus driver, which was 22 years. You got to remember, baby, I've been around these streets for a minute. What you did was you found out he was a bus driver for 22 years, and you said that girl gonna take his pension. That's what the fuck you said. You actually were mad that he got fired. Do not fuck with me. Get the fuck out my face with that bullshit. Huh?
Oh, she wanted it to happen. It's her fault.
Darling, that's what the fuck they said.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear about anybody's victimhood. And I'm sorry, snatching off a wig, that's not something to throw somebody out of their job for. I mean, yeah, okay, take them to civil court and get $500 or whatever. But really, a job?
I need for people to quit pretending like motherfuckers was just peeped in on the internet the other day. You forget. Oh baby, I was around too, right along with your device. Baby, I've been on YouTube since the Motorola Razor. I had a pink one, motherfucker. Don't try me, fence sitter. Don't do it. You don't want to do that. Go ahead.
And see, we've already established that the ones that are adopting this behavior from these black men, we've already established that that shit ain't cute either. Stay far the fuck away from them too. I've already said way too many of them are starting to mirror the way these niggas act, and it's not a good look. So don't try to pretend like we haven't addressed that shit. Like I said, this a woman that coined the term white powder donut. So don't even try that bullshit. This ain't even so much about caping for the white man. This to let y'all know why you look fucking stupid and why nobody is taking you seriously. Because here's the thing. If you're gonna be mad when one person does it, be mad at everybody across the board. Because see, when a black man does this, you don't give a shit. You don't say a word. That's why I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck either if that's the case. Don't talk about this shit now just because that dude white. Because you play yourself when you do that.
Exactly. You know, mammies, they don't even take seriously statutory R word, they'll have a 15-year-old with a 47-year-old and they'll make every excuse in the book for that heinous ass shit, but they want to fall out because somebody copied what the fuck their sons have been doing and normalizing and broadcasting on the internet for how God knows how many years. So it's really ridiculous. Like, they are a fucking joke. They are.
Can
a
I
fucking
ask you a question? Why haven't you, since this is a bad thing, why haven't you seen this?
So rude.
What?
You just walked past me. I was going to do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Obviously, that's so rude. It's two of them open.
Oh, thank you.
Don't talk me crazy. Yeah, don't talk me crazy. I don't know you. Don't talk me crazy.
The thing is, it don't even matter. You don't even know me, and I don't even know you. What's the problem? Ain't nobody scared of you. Nowhere. Oh my God! Oh my God! I cannot believe you. Oh my God! I cannot believe you. Where's my baby at? Come here. Oh my God! Oh my God!
You really do that? Are you okay, man?
I am okay. Don't worry about it. Come on, Savannah. Let's go. Oh my God.
What has anybody doxed him? Right? Because she was, getting her groceries or whatever the fuck she was getting from Walmart, and he kind of came from behind and snatched her wig and sent that shit to the ceiling. Oh, and by the way, the people that posted that had laughing emojis all over the place. I'm confused. Was the frown emoji right next to it and you got a fat ass thumb and you hit the wrong one? Is that what it is? Because I'm confused about this shit. Folks in the back. Gigi, I see you disappeared. You remember what I said last time? It takes a little minute to get up here. And then Ray Carruth Jr. Your device is not connected. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me say this as well. When it comes to this snatching this wig shit, it's not funny. Cause here's the thing, it takes a lot to attach some of these wigs to people's real hair, and you go up and you snatch that shit off. You don't know if they put glue on it. You don't know what kind of combs they got tucked in it. You don't know what these people have took and put this wig. It could have been sewed on to their real hair, and you just walk up to somebody and you just take and you snatch. You could very well be snatching out whole chunks of their real hair and you don't even know that. Please stop fucking doing that bullshit. It's not funny. Just because you run into somebody else and you say, okay, well, maybe she just put that on top of her head. Let me snatch it off. You don't know that. You don't know what's connecting that shit to that woman's head. Stop fucking doing that. Because I'm telling you, you snatch my wig, you don't get your ass shot. I'm not playing with you.
Well, the whole thing is juvenile and silly.
It is.
It's and grown-ups doing this kind of stuff. And like I said, I hate to say this, but your Dusties are teaching other groups of people how to treat you. And you are constantly at their beck and call. And these are the men you have given all your power to.
Listen, y'all, it was a mean fest. Bus driver versus hood rat, right? Okay. I don't know how old everybody is, but this is like a Street Fighter fucking video game from back in the day meme. Okay. Bus driver versus, I guess her name was Shadia or something like that. Um, yeah, like I was saying, it's the double standards for me. Listen, black folk, I'm not here for your bullshit. Those of you that keep sending me bullshit, that's, gotcha. Look at what the white boy did. I'm not here for it. I've been watching your double standards for decades. So you're pissed off that the husband of Tina Turner that gave her a kidney, right, is getting $125 million, which is half of her estate. But it was radio silent when Vanessa Bryant turned into a $600 million bitch. I need you to pull up. Miss me with the bullshit. Black women, leave this community behind. Okay? It is a sham. It's a dumpster juice. It's a dumpster fire. It's all types of nonsense. You will get nothing accomplished there. Okay? And even if you look at the two scenarios, Vanessa was a minor when he got with her, right? Who introduced him? Snoop Dogg on the set of his video while she was still in high school, right? So she ended up getting married and went through a lot of bullshit with this motherfucker. She got $600 million. Quiet. But here you go. Don't want a motherfucker that gave his wife, who he loved, a kidney, any of his money. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Because I get these gotcha moments in my goddamn inbox, and it's amazing to me. Okay, Snapple, you got anything on this nonsense? 600 million and everybody quiet.
No, it's so funny. I remember when Kobe died, and I just didn't give a fuck. And I remember I got like reprimanded by somebody in my life because I just didn't give a fuck. But no, I don't have anything to say. I'm not surprised. They need to stop sending you stuff. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I don't have nothing to say. I don't really know nothing. All I know about Kobe is that he had an R victim, and I hope she's doing all right today.
Look, it was one of our Patreon members, right? She's in the chat right now. She said, "Take a look at this, but look at the comments." And I'm looking down there. They asking, "Oh, the black kids don't get nothing. What about the son she had with Ike? They don't get nothing. If they don't, oh motherfucking well. Oh well, they got millions of dollars of punches on this woman, and I'm very, very excited that she didn't leave their ass a goddamn thing. Huh? I need for everything to make sense. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Imagine being upset about somebody else's fortune like you're getting the cut. It don't matter who she left her money to. You weren't about to get any of it. Get out that lady business. And my thing is, black folks love trying to spend somebody else's money sometimes. The thing is, y'all didn't fuck with Tina. I don't know why y'all trying to pretend like y'all did now that the lady is dead. Before she passed away, I'm trying to figure out who was doing a whole bunch of mentioning Tina Turner around this motherfucker.
I've been seeing a lot of nonsense, girl. Since this piece came out about the will or whatever, all of a sudden she can't sing. All of a sudden she couldn't dance. Although it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, they've been hating on Tina though. Y'all remember I showed y'all that thing I found on that site. They've been hating on her since even before, like back 2022 and beyond. Like, black people have been so mad that Tina refused to be fucking ghetto. And by the way, sorry, DZ, I thought you meant Trolls was sending you stuff. I didn't know it was a Patreon member.
No. Trolls was sending me shit that, basically was saying, look at how y'all funneling money out of the black community. Look who ended up with the money. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't remember getting an inbox about Kobe and where his 600 million went to. So get the fuck out of my face.
And
okay?
Good. The fuck the black community. They don't need no motherfucking money. They don't do shit with it but get crab legs and reefer and all that other bullshit. Who gives a fuck? What they want? They don't have do-rags and fucking bonnets and shit. Don't nobody need to give them no fucking money.
All right. Go ahead, Murphy.
Now, the only thing I'll say on this situation, to Aaliyah's point, I really wish people, especially the black community, would keep Tina's name out of their mouth. As a diehard fan, they don't know anything about her situation post that trash of a maker that she was with. The only reason they even got married, or she and Irwin even got married, was because he said, "If I die, you will not receive my money." And she went, "Oh, that's a good point." He
Mm.
Everything he did, what he intentionally did it because he expected her to outlive him, his kidney, because he didn't want to be without her. I don't see anyone in the black community doing anything like that.
They hated Tina Turner since she
They
left
hate
Ike.
her.
That she when she left Ike and started blossoming on her own, okay, they hated her then. And then when the movie came out, oh my God, extra hated her then. And then when she got with this Irwin guy, more hate. So they've always hated her. I and
And
they same thing with Diana Ross, by the way.
But check it out,
true.
y'all.
And
Go ahead,
oh,
Margone. I'm
sorry,
sorry.
Daisy. No,
No,
I
go
was
ahead,
gonna say
babe.
the last thing. I wish they really would stop mentioning these deadbeat nigger ass sons that her trash ass ex had before she was, coerced and beat into being with him. Because the children that were hers, she actually did provide for in her will, and that was the whole reason that she retired, was because unfortunately, even though she removed herself from Blackistan, she still felt a little tinge of responsibility for those little Naker sons she had, but they died before she did. That's why they're not receiving anything. She had no responsibility to those Nakers that Ike had. That's it.
Mm. Somebody in the chat said that she got close to 800 million, but they talking about somebody funneling money out of the black community. Listen, they full of shit, y'all. And then someone else in the chat said that let me scroll back up a little bit. That basically Kobe's mom, she was suffering and trying to sell his memorabilia because she needed money and he sued her. And I remember that happening. That's happened so many times with them. Anybody want to talk about Dwayne Wade's first wife having to sit outside with a goddamn basically homeless poster trying to make sure that she's taken care of? Y'all better stop. Y'all better get off this guilt trip. Okay. You don't have to build the black community. They don't. They just don't do it. Y'all, it's double
Oh,
standards all over the place. It would just behoove you to
man.
go.
According to Blackistan, don't black women don't deserve shit. They don't deserve child support. They don't deserve any type of money that these niggas got. But they cheer on bitches like Vanessa Bryant. They always have. She deserve every dime she get. Just like they did that thing Dr. Dre was married to. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so what about all the black women he beat the fuck up before he got with her? But she's the one that deserves all the money. Look at how they dogged out Eliza Reign. And see, that's why I say they always say like the black women don't deserve shit. You want to count how much money they get? Oh, she don't need that much money a month to raise no child. And it's like, but this it's okay for this bitch to get over 600 million fucking dollars. So that's what I'm saying. They don't want black women to have shit under
Uh,
no circumstances.
Lionel Richie's second white wife,
Okay.
$300,000 a month for that's just for her upkeep.
Okay.
Okay.
These are all facts, ladies. You need to leave that community alone. You in the black community, black women, are a mule. You are to fuck, raise children, and be a soft place to land for black men when they do not prosper. That's it. That's the fuck all. Let me put my banner up here to see what we
That's
got because,
definitely some smoke. That's
okay.
smoke, DZ.
I'm telling you, that's all you are. And the moment that you think you anything more than that, you're gonna get your wake up call, and hopefully, it works. Um, Ray Caruth Jr., are you dusty? 3, 2,
Mm.
1. Okay, bye.
What a fucking punk. This motherfucker was talking cash shit in the back chat. You a punk ass motherfucking bitch or a bitch nigga, whoever the fuck you are. How you gonna come up to the mic and not say shit, but you got Twitter fingers in the back?
I ain't even see none of that shit, y'all. I'm manning 2 laptops and in both chats. Cat Mouse, are you dusty?
No, ma'am. Hello, ladies. Hi, DZ. I love every single one of you ladies. I wanted to come on here and talk about with the Tina Turner. One of my old high school girlfriends, she posted an RIP message for DC Young Fly. I think one of his baby mamas or his girl passed away, and she said not a goddamn fucking thing about Tina Turner.
Mm.
And when I saw her post that on her Facebook, I immediately blocked her. Bitch, you gonna post about some damn nigga on Wild and Out that's a whole colorist, but not say shit when Tina Turner passed away. Tina Turner, the most legendary black woman in music
They
history,
don't
and you
give
don't.
a fuck, cat mouse. They don't care. So here's the deal: when anybody's expecting somebody to give a black woman respect or any just due, if you're expecting that, not just you, anybody, if anybody's expecting that from the black community, then you don't believe that fat meat is greasy. They're literally
Yeah,
doing what I thought they would do because they've always hated her.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
It pisses me off, and I fucking blocked her ass. I'm like,
I,
no, bitch, you ain't gonna fucking say R.I.P.P. And then I think there was another post about Jamie Foxx. No, bitch,
oh
your ass
God,
is getting
I'm
blocked.
sorry.
Sorry,
No.
but I just wanted to come up here and get my little comment. I love you, DZ, so fucking much. I fucking
Oh,
do. I got my mom listens to you, and she's coming over to our side. I'm helping her divest, and it's been a little struggle, but she is slowly coming out, and she loves your videos and stuff like that. But I love you. I really fucking do. You are fucking saving lives. You truly are. Just
thank you
know
so
that.
much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all you ladies that feel that way. I really
Thank
do.
you.
We are
Have
a
a good day,
small,
y'all.
you too, Cat Mouse. We are a very small group, but we are a very rambunctious, amazing fucking group. And you will want to be a part of it, god damn it. Whoever,
DC,
yes.
can I tell you when I first realized that divestment was possible? I was a little girl and I saw when Diana Ross married Mr. Arness.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me hope that, God, you mean I don't have to stay here?
I'm telling you.
I mean, that really, really enlightened my life as a child. And was it Leslie Uggams? Find divested women, ladies. It's possible. Do it. There's nothing here for you but heartache and pain and basically a bunch of disrespect. I mean, I gotta hand it to you truthfully. There's nothing here. You're gonna be leaving back crumbs, nasty ass, gross ass crumbs anyway.
Yeah,
Don't
everybody know
forget
that shit,
Diane
girl.
Carroll and Eartha Kitt.
Yep. Some of them knew off top and some of them had to find out the hard way. I don't know what it is in black women. It's like, okay, maybe the other black women messed up. I know what I'm doing. So let me go ahead and pick one of these dusty motherfuckers and make it work. And they always, 100% of the time, get their asses handed to them. Even Denzel Washington wife, and we'll talk about that later behind the wall. But keep looking at these black love relationships if you want to. You will be very surprised at what Denzel Washington had to say, but it's all good. Just leave the black community alone. It is what it is. Welcome to the
But
panel, Kyra.
Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
hey,
Hey, so I was listening earlier. I wanted to add to something Aaliyah was saying. When you selectively apply your outrage, no one takes you seriously. Low key, that's part of the problem with BLM. That was part of the problem with BLM from the get go, is because other folks noticed how they only got upset when it was a black male that got hurt.
Yeah.
yeah, that's all. That's
Boom.
how they
Yes.
always do.
Uh, like, here's the thing: we like to think that no one else sees the bullshit of the black community. Oh, they see it. They saw how, they were having marches and damn riots every time one of these black males got, into a scuffle with the police. But they knew that it was crickets when a black woman got hurt.
Look.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all, this shit is nuts. Up, let me put my banner up. Ladies, don't get in your feelings when you see shit like that goddamn wig situation. You got to step back and, like I've told y'all, breathe a second and assess the situation. You know full well, especially if you're a black woman, that it's common practice for black men to snatch off bitches' wigs. It just is what it is. All right, Murmacorn is back. And let me see. I'm getting ready to kick you. You need to say something. Caruth. 3, 2, 1. All right, let me ban this account because I don't got time for that. You sitting in a stool and somebody else might want to sit in that stool and you bullshit. I don't have time for that. Even though it's smoke night.
DZ, can I
Fair,
be petty?
absolutely.
Do you think maybe he snatched her wig because he thought she was a clown and
You
she
better
was
shut
maybe part of this?
Wow.
Okay, all right, never mind. I'm gonna mute myself.
Oh, I wanted to also say about Tina's what grandchildren not getting anything. I have a question. There's a lot of black children of black male celebrities alive right now who are not getting help, like Brian McKnight's kids. Anyone? Steve Harvey's actual biological children. Anyone? What was it? Doesn't Dr. Dre have a daughter who's living in a car? You don't have shit to say to them, do you?
Because here's the thing, Kyra and ladies. The thing is, your money is their money. Their money is their money. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't have a say so. You are supposed to be a soldier. You're supposed to build. You're supposed to do everything that they were supposed to do. And on top of that, you're supposed to fuck like a porn star, be very fucking forgiving, and be very race loyal. That's just is what it is. Don't you worry about that black dude's pockets. He made it out the hood and he just living his life, and you bitches is just hating. That's what they say. But when a black woman has anything, do y'all remember how much hell they gave homegirl, I forget her goddamn name, who sung at Trump's inauguration? What the hell was her name?
Chrisette
Michelle.
Michelle.
Chrisette Michelle.
Exactly. That girl was living her life. But here's the deal. Beforehand, she on videos with Rick Ross and all these motherfuckers, and they some convicts, felons, drug dealers, all this shit here. But she go to inauguration and sing, oh, that's foul. Y'all better understand that it's fucked up out here with these black folk, and I'm not here for it. I'm not.
I want to say one thing. I'm going to be a little petty. Her hubby was cute.
Who hubby?
Tina Turner's widow is kind of handsome there. I just want to point that out.
Girl, look. Farrah, are you dusty?
Nope, I was here last live, DZ.
Okay, you had a different thumbnail last time, so
yeah, I did. She looks similar to me, the girl in the thumbnail.
Okay, what you got, hun?
Oh, you have said so much that I can relate to. The double standards, the wigs. I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, that's just what it is in the black community. And make no mistake about it, mammies know this. They do. So do not waste your time trying to quote unquote school a mammy. I would not have a debate with her. I would not try. The people in y'all life, your real life, when you see how they move the fuck on. There's nothing to be said. I think they get some sort of sexual thrill out of debating bullshit, because anybody that's debating facts, you're debating a fool. Real shit.
That's true.
So, but let me put this back up. Janice, are you dusty?
Very dusty.
Oh
okay,
no.
Let me move this, because that didn't take long now, did it? Hold the fucking phone. Okay, I'm just scrolling, y'all, making sure I ain't missing anybody. Yeah, we already knew she was dusty. She's been dusty probably since she came out of her mother's rotten snatch. Girl, go bond with her, and y'all go find y'all some good black men around this motherfucker. Let me pull this over here, y'all. I got a whole bunch of tabs open. Y'all got to forgive me.
DZ, so you mean that we should not feel sorry and give the mammy in our life $7,000 to teach us how to get over infidelity?
Oh shit, she brought it up, y'all. She
Yes,
brought it
yes,
the fuck up.
Kyra,
Okay, listen, y'all, check it out. Let me ask y'all in the chat. Do y'all know what she's referring to? Do y'all know what she's referring to? $7,000 to deal with infidelity. Oh,
I don't.
Okay.
DZ, wait, too easy payment.
Wait.
Too
easy payments.
Yes.
So, ladies, what they're talking about is Danae Jackson, the stupid bitch that we talked to. She's offering classes, ladies. She's offering courses so that you can learn how to get over your neighbor's infidelity. $7,000 and you can make a split pay. I shit you the fuck not. This crazy ass bitch, the one that had the meltdown in real time, talking about her bonnet is the fucking helmet of salvation, is going to teach you how to deal with your nigger cheating on you. These are all facts. Look at the fuck up.
Oh, you know what, DZ? Oh, I'm sorry.
The audacity. He didn't.
Yes.
Baby, he divorced you.
Yes.
Exactly. He divorced her, and while they were together, she admitted she was running the business. She saw that he was scamming all these black women, literally not even practicing what he was preaching. Did she come out? Did she try to protect black women? Did she try to speak out and warn them? No. She said she was a real housewife of Atlanta without being on
Without
the
the
show.
show.
She enjoyed her lifestyle. Come on, y'all mammy ass bitches need to stop. Like I saw so many people caping for her, and I'm like, And like I said, the first time I spoke on this hoe, when she said that shit about her daughter, I was like, oh hell no, this is one of them typical ass religious mammies. She hates her fucking daughter, probably because the daughter looks like the daddy. She's gonna be pinching that baby and shit. She even said the baby was levitating. You know this bitch is fucking crazy.
What?
Yeah, she said she saw her daughter levitating.
Yes.
And she, you know, she just had a hard time parenting that daughter and connecting with that daughter because the daughter looked like the women that he was fucking. And I'm like, bitch. And then she said, my daughter had the attributes of a woman that he looks for. Bitch, that's not a woman. That's your fucking daughter, bitch. So I'm like, okay, that didn't make people look at her like she was crazy. People was coddling this bitch.
What?
No, she's a fucking scammer. She's a scammer
We're
right
mean.
with his ass.
Yeah, but we're the mean ones though. We're mean. We're cold-hearted. We're not understanding. People need to take it easy on her. These are all the kind of comments I've been reading. People talking shit about this situation, and I'm like, oh, you mean to tell me y'all about that shit that she was talking? And the same woman that was just cursing people out, that was trying to tell her to get away from that situation not that long ago, literally cursing people, trying to as in hicks.
She was cursing
like,
people
And then she stood on the fact that she was cursing the general public instead of holding her, cicada, right, Kyra? Instead of holding him responsible.
Okay,
she decided to curse the world. And the cherry on top is that she would still be there.
Yeah.
This is a scam. They're in this together. No, I'm convinced that they're doing this together.
I have a question. DZ, isn't this the woman that you showed a video of? She had a golf club or something, and she was beating inanimate objects with a bonnet on?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you, like,
She's not
we have
crazy.
seen so much crazy shit coming from the mammy sector till it's unreal. It's all starting to run together. They're just one group of crazy ass bitches. That's why I say I would never fight one of them whores ever. You going down, baby? I'm hitting you in the carotid, right, or the femoral. You're going down in less than 2 minutes. I'm not fighting any of these. These whores are crazy.
She basically did that interview with that ugly ass ape to promote this course.
Yes. And DZ, you're the one that's out here trying to take black women for their money by charging $5 for your Patreon. Okay.
Oh, Mermicorn, you forgot. DZ upped her prices. It's $10 now. She's trying to fleece
excuse me,
us.
it's 10. That's right. It's
$10.
There goes my Big Mac.
I know. There, Snapple. There goes your Starbucks. Has DZ's Patreon costs eaten into your Starbucks budget?
Yeah, it's, DZ, we gotta have a private conversation because I feel like you're running my pockets.
We'll do it tonight in Discord. Ladies, check this shit out. Yeah, y'all gotta remind me. We gotta talk about them $5. And I don't like when motherfuckers make up shit. I have not touched that pricing settings page since that Patreon came about. Anybody that's on there, they can tell you that. But anyway, y'all got to remember, these are the women that you guys are dealing with. Now, I want y'all to remember when white people were upset, and y'all got even more upset concerning that Little Mermaid situation. Y'all, we're all over the place because I'm telling you, the black community is fucking nuts. Okay? Oh, why y'all saying this about black women? All black women are not the same and blah, 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 because white folks didn't want their redhead Little Mermaid being a black girl. And y'all took up for her and y'all did all this shit. They're turning out to be a couple of hood rats. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Well, at the Little Mermaid premiere in Orlando, Florida, remember, this is a child's movie. What happened in there? Let's take a look.
Took my daughter to go see The Little Mermaid in Orlando, and this happened.
Don't tell me
Well, I need a refund on my ticket. No, we getting a refund because No, we need a refund.
What's going on?
This is a kids movie. Oh my God.
So let me ask y'all a quick question. Y'all, this is the deal. You have to stop caping. And I even had to learn that when it came to black women. Now, this has come full fucking circle. It went from white folks not wanting to get, first of all, that's their mermaid. That's their fucking mermaid. Make your own goddamn mermaid, bitch. But anyway, you fought these people to go ahead and give it to you because you just talk about a small minority. That's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. Then you get it. Then go to their movie theater fighting in a goddamn child's movie. I cannot do this. Ladies, let me tell you something. Just like I said, take a fucking breath. You don't have to add your 2 cents. You ain't got to go with this city bike Karen. You ain't got to deal with this Rashid situation, whatever went down with him. You don't have to get in none of this shit. Live your divested life because this took a few years, honestly, to come to fruition. They were first planning out the movie, trying to figure out who was going to play it. The dominant society got upset because they didn't want their little girls having to look up to you, blah, 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 because the majority of black women are mammies. Let's just keep it real. And then we made it years later down the line. And here we the fuck are at the premiere fighting and carrying the fuck on. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't take up for certain shit. Go ahead, Ali. I hear y'all mute.
I'm glad that you brought this up because, see, my issue with The Little Mermaid is I don't have a problem that Halle Bailey is being a Little Mermaid. I mean, of course, she's talented. She can sing. Her voice is ethereal. I mean, she's a very beautiful girl. I mean, I have no problem with the fact that she's being Ariel. I have a problem with black folks bullshit. And somebody gonna take that and run with it. They just don't want this black girl being a mermaid. Nobody said it. Well, I didn't say that anyway. What I'm saying is black folks is full of shit. Because I said it before up here, they're not happy unless the people they like are getting everything. Because I remember them talking much shit for many, many years about Disney. Then all of a sudden, soon as this comes out, oh, she looks just like me. Girl, shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere with that fake ass shit. Y'all call these people evil, devil worshippers, Illuminati, pedophiles. They accused them of sending subliminals to children, brainwashing the children. I mean, they said all this shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to say this is the same community that hates dark-skinned women then gets mad when they bleach. This is the same community that, what was I going to say? Gets mad. They
Listen,
I can't
y'all,
put my thoughts
dead ass
straight.
serious. This is the deal. Black people, y'all, please listen. They are irreparably fucked up. I know that there's people that think that you can change some shit. You cannot. It has been so long since the damage has been done that it's over. It is a done data. If you don't get your shit and go, y'all, it's like I said, it's some shit coming down the pipe. Do not get into these fights with these people. Stand the fuck down and live your life because they're going to end up embarrassing the fuck out of you. I'm just telling you. Nobody's telling you to be ashamed to be black. I love being a black woman, but I don't like being associated with that nonsense. That's the problem I have.
I wanted to say something to the lady. You're saying that they got mad when they bleached. They don't care. I'm just going to tell you now. They don't care what black. You know what I'm saying?
Drama.
They just want to keep you down in any kind of way they can.
I wanted to say too about Little Mermaid. My initial reaction was I'm tired of the black community trying to race swap and blackify everything. But I did see it and it was cute. But anyways, Daddy's in the Clouds. I have an idea. y'all need to remake The Color Purple and make Celie white. Make the whole Color Purple class, make them white, and then let's just see. Since they want to race swap and everything, they want to take classics.
But think about it. They've done this several times. They completely fucked up Steel Magnolias the same way. And the original was a classic, but they put Queen Latifah, Alfred Woodard. They fucked up that entire movie. They've always done shit like that. They've actually been changing the races of characters because everybody's on this woke bullshit now all of a sudden. But like I said, my problem is not with Halle. I mean, I think she's talented. I haven't seen the movie, but the thing is, I just know how black people are full of shit. Just like they did all that complaining about The Princess and the Frog, and now they talk about, oh, they need to do a live action version of that. Y'all complained about that movie and said she was a frog most of the movie. Now y'all want them to redo it in live action. That's why I say they just talk out of both sides of their necks at this point. Nothing makes any fucking sense. So I guess Disney is no longer evil. Is that what y'all saying? Everybody loving it. They make tons of money. And here's the thing, come Oscar time, if that shit don't go the way they want it to go, it's gonna be back to, oh, they so racist. Oh, they don't want black folks to have nothing.
Somebody in the chat, y'all, named Spinach, she said Brandy played Cinderella, and she absolutely did.
Yes, she did.
This is why nobody takes you seriously. Like Aaliyah was saying, on one hand, they evil. Do y'all know what that is? It's called manipulation. When you're hugging on somebody when they doing what you want them to do. But when they don't do what you want them to do, you can't stand their asses. And that's how black people operate. Y'all have black people in y'all family that do that shit. I'm telling you the truth. If you're not doing what they want you to do, you are fucked up and you canceled and you are outcast and all that shit. Whenever black women are muling, they don't say much. The black community doesn't say much because black women are doing what they're supposed to do according to the black community. But the minute that you step the fuck off, oh, they got a lot to say. That is manipulation, y'all. Okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just pretty much done with it. That was my only issue with it because I know how full of shit black folks are. And I already know as soon as they don't get their way, everybody gonna go back to being racist. Everybody gonna go back to not wanting black people to have anything. And I'm like, this is these folks shit. But okay, I guess we're gonna go with that now. So we're gonna go on record saying that Disney is no longer the Illuminati and they're no longer evil and all this other shit black folks been sitting on their ass talking all these years because all of a sudden that cause Ariel is black, she looks just like me, and they got these girls up here knowing they don't look shit like the real Halle Bailey, but this is fake shit we going with. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Just fake, man.
Well, Aaliyah, remember when they did Princess and the Frog? Okay, I liked the movie. It was a cute movie, but the prince was not black.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big mess.
They will always have problems, y'all. Okay, so let's just say in our imagination, black folk quit complaining. Okay, well, that would mean that they're doing okay. And that would snatch them out of victimhood status. And that is a no-go because they are not willing to provide for themselves. They're not willing to build hospitals, and schools and that type of stuff. And let me tell you something, black folk. You wouldn't have all these complaints if you turned to your Tyrone and made them build your shit. If they're not going to build it, then you need to divest. That's just the end of the story. Because the stuff that y'all are complaining about is because people won't let you barge the fuck in on their shit.
But here's the thing, Ebony. If you notice, whenever there's a black princess and her prince is not black, why is it always the black women that got to come and say that her prince is the one that needs to be black? But I guarantee you, when it comes time to, if that was a black character with a white queen, do you think they would be saying that shit? Oh, his queen should be black too. I think the fuck not.
No, you're absolutely right. You're perfectly right, Aaliyah. Now, me personally, I don't see an issue with, casting who they want to in a fictional story. I will say this. I know we love Jodie Turner-Smith, but I really thought it was wrong for her to be cast as Anne Boleyn because Anne Boleyn is a historical character.
Yes, she is.
And who we actually know what Anne Boleyn looked like. So no, but my thing is, are we elitist for calling out the hood rat fighting in this Little Mermaid? Because that's one of our accusations we're elitist hood rats over here. So
Fuck
are
them
you being
hoes.
elitist?
No, I'm absolutely being
Be
elitist
elitist.
because I'm tired of being associated with that nonsense. This is why, if you're confused, mammies, about why you get a different tone from the representative that's dealing with you, it's because they're waiting on you to do this. That's why. And you cannot get mad at it because guess what? Y'all do this. This is part of y'all communication ritual, to be honest with you. All it takes is one misunderstanding and then the fists go flying. Okay. You sitting up there in a Disney theater cussing in front of children. You called several bitches in front of these children and then had the nerve to say, I can't believe you did that in front of my child. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird.
But DZ, Aaliyah, I thought of something. You know what? What the Mammy should do is they should turn to Tyler Perry Productions and demand that he produce a animated feature for them or something.
It's never gonna happen. It's not.
I think the Proud Family probably beat them to it. Wasn't Mama whatever they was implying that she was Uncle such and such and so and so. I can't. My kids was little at the time, and my daughter used to watch the Proud Family. It looked like Disney beat them to it because they grandma looked like Medea. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Well, I mean, but think about it. Let's see. What is it? Tyler Perry could produce a feature. What's a Black story? Would Brer Rabbit be too no, Disney beat them to that one too. Let's see. We can think of it behind Discord, a story for Tyler Perry to produce an animated feature because we know
I'll
it'll
wait.
be good.
Whatever. I'll wait.
Oh, please. They ain't fixing to make a goddamn thing.
Thank you.
What they gonna do is wait for white people to make some shit and then say, include us. Okay. It's like, okay, well, what have y'all been doing? Sitting up with blunt wraps, fucking all day, exchanging star crunch, sharing men, lying about your income, lying about who's on that lease, fighting, all that type of shit, having barbecues. So you sitting there while you doing that, and then you peek up out your hood for a second and let's see what the white folk doing. Oh, they making a production. Make sure they include us. Y'all some weirdos.
And the thing though is also keep in mind other groups, they do have their own production companies. I mean, that's why all these K-dramas are everywhere. And let's not forget Telemundo and Univision.
But see, my thing is when they get their own companies and stuff like that, when you go look at who they're hiring and you look at who have the executive positions, they don't employ Black people like that either. The thing with Tyler Perry is people don't even look at what he's doing with his stuff. How the hell you gonna have a movie and you claim you creating jobs, and if you gonna do what Eddie Murphy did and play 4 or 5 of the damn characters yourself? I mean, seriously?
Y'all, they are full of shit. Ladies, okay, we up here talking about the hypocrisy of the Black community and between the bus driver, beloved, between that and the fighting in the fucking movie theater, and then we got the wig snatching and all this shit here. Do y'all remember when the Black community, because y'all gonna divest, do y'all remember when the Black community was saying, get the cops out of our neighborhoods and we'll police our own neighborhoods? Do y'all remember that hogwash, that rubbish, that bullshit? Because if you get the cops out and they stop being so rough, we know each other, we'll be able to talk to each other and blah blah blah. Okay, well, it seems like something's missing. Let's take a look real quick.
Turning to the youth curfew in Baltimore, it will be enforced again this weekend, starting tomorrow. Now, the mayor's office is looking for city employees to volunteer to staff youth connection centers and other engagement areas.
Oops. Well, they removed them and said, you know what? You can police your own communities. We're going to go ahead and instill a curfew. Now, here's the deal. Since you work for the city, we're asking you to come and volunteer. And I don't know why they're using volunteer because they're offering time and a half. But anyway, they're having trouble getting those same people that said that they wanted to police their own communities to come and police their own communities. Ain't that a motherfucker? Like I said, they have been wanting you. They didn't want anything from these people. What they wanted was for people to let Black men commit their crimes in peace, I said. They didn't ever want to police their own communities. They wanted it to be like it is now, where their sons and their brothers and their fathers and their uncles can run amok and do whatever they want to do unchecked. That's what they want. Where are the volunteers? Because we got a lot of fist pumpers, we got a lot of hoteps, we got a lot of pro-blacks, we got a whole lot of motherfuckers that's black and proud around this motherfucker, but they're having trouble getting people to come and go ahead and police your own communities, because that was a talking point of yours for a long time. Let's go.
Fox 45's Keith Daniels joins us live with more on that memo. Keith, what are you finding out?
Well, Kai, of course, that memo is calling for employ volunteers. Now, I reached out to the director of communications for the mayor, asking him what happens if they don't get the number of volunteers needed. So far, we have not heard back. Still tonight, the call for volunteers.
This plan is designed.
It's an initiative detailed by Mayor Brandon Scott and other city officials. Plans for the mayor's summer youth engagement strategy, which includes the reinstatement of the city's youth curfew.
In a way, and I want to be very clear about this, that limits unnecessary interactions with law enforcement.
Instead, according to the plan, social workers will engage youth with help from city partners. But Fox 45 News has learned, despite the mayor calling the launch of the initiative a, quote, complete success this week, there's seemingly difficulty with staffing to help carry out the curfew mandate.
Now, why are they having problems with staffing? Because you also said, out of both sides of your neck, that they don't have any jobs available for you. Well, it looks like there's a shortage everywhere the fuck you go. See, black folks will lie right up out of their dick lickers. They're lying. Ain't nobody fucking with them. There's high crimes in their area. And when they do get what they ask for, because they have been getting a lot of that, low bonds, no time, the smacks on the wrist for DV and all that shit. Now they got this, where you can police your own communities and you can come tell your own rugrats to take their ass home. And you are nowhere to be found. Ain't you some shit? Let's hear what the lawyer had to say. I think she's 1 minute down the line, y'all. Now get this off of here.
According to an email obtained by Fox 45 News, Deputy Mayor Dr. Letitia Jaraza issued a high-importance alert to city employees Wednesday, telling them the administration is challenged in finding adult eyes to monitor minors expected to congregate this weekend at Federal Hill, Fells Point, and the Inner Harbor. Eurypsy Morgan.
And this, unfortunately, is just another example of poor planning.
That's black folk. They are all mouth. When they ask for something and get it, they don't know what to do. It's like, oh shit, okay, what now? It's the same thing that would happen with reparations, black folk, divested women. If they ever gave those motherfuckers reparations, make no mistake about it, there will be a stipulation on there that you can no longer ask for something going down the line, and they will run through that money in 4 months, and there you are again. This is that community, and you are trying to preserve what exactly? What exactly? You're taking up for what exactly? I'll wait. Pull up. I can't with these folks. Let me make sure I done cut this woman off. Come on, lady.
Of the group, People for Elected Accountability and Civic Engagement, on the latest developments involving Scott's plan.
What he's trying to do with the youth curfew is a good idea, but you have to be able to put it into practice.
The immediate goal now, encourage city employees to volunteer between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. this Friday and Saturday. The city wants at least 9 city employees each weekend to be assigned. Compensation includes overtime or comp time.
So I don't know why they're calling that volunteers, because volunteers do not get paid. But here's the deal. That's going to be another excuse. I'm not wasting my time out there. You think I'm going to work for free? It's not for free, ladies. They're offering a fucking set of cash to go out there and police their own children. But they expect you to do it. And those 3 places that they showed on that reel, that is going to be a hot clusterfuck of nonsense. You wait till this weekend coming up. And here's the other deal. 50 motherfuckers was shot over the weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and ain't nobody said nothing about it. I didn't say anything about it because I took that same breath I was telling y'all to take so I can just look at the landscape. Nobody said a goddamn word. 50 people in one fucking city. I shit you the fuck not. These are black folks.
Easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Easy. So, so the black man says to the white man, I'm a man just like you. No, man, fuck that. Fuck that. It takes this, and this, and this to be a man. Well, the black man says, no, I want to fuck my way through creation. Let my sperm fall wherever it fertilizes. And you take care of that shit. You educate it. You take care of the medical bills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You give it a job, give it some training. Da, 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 da. When is it going to stop?
They're only there for the orgasm. That's it. When it comes to taking care of these children, they're only there for the orgasm. They're part of whatever the creation process is, and then they're out. And mammies know this shit. And mammies, I need you to get out there and watch those goddamn parks because this was your idea. Remember, you said that you don't want those cops there. They're not there, so you can't go. Are you gonna brutalize your son? Probably because you know he goddamn needed. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
I mean, they're too stupid to know that they should be embarrassed that this is the only group of kids that have gotten this far out of control, that they need this type of intervention set in place to try to do something with the kids that they have raised. That's how out of hand that this shit has gotten. They got to put them under curfew and actually pay y'all to come out there to try to enforce this shit. When the truth of the matter is, y'all ain't even enforcing that shit in y'all own house. That's why these children running buck wild, but they gonna pay y'all to come out there and try to enforce it somehow. I have a hard time buying that this would even work because I know how immature a lot of people in Blackistan are. That would only work, but as soon as they see some people that they know or that they like, they're still gonna let them do what the fuck they want to do because that's such and such son, that's such and such nephew, that's such and such homeboy. Oh, I know him, he cool. See, they ain't gonna enforce that shit for everybody because they stay on some ghetto shit. So this is why nothing is ever gonna work. These people don't want to parent. They want to do just as much partying as the children. That's why they ain't gonna get out damn police shit. They haven't grown up themselves.
But y'all are being too harsh on them. Y'all are being too harsh. Look, we all know that because of Willie Lynch, the black man was diverted from his purpose, and forever he will never be able to rise to manhood. Y'all are being too harsh.
Kyra, no, Kyra.
But on the real,
I'm enjoying every second of this. I can't even sit here and lie to y'all. I'm enjoying watching all that lefty SJW shit implode upon itself. It's very scrumptious. It tastes real good. I'm going to sit here and watch it and just watch everything unfold. And everybody that stayed after everybody pulled the fire alarm, because make no mistake about it, this is pulling the fire alarm. This is the emergency room. So if you stay there, right, I'm going to enjoy your demise. Point blank period, because all that's happening is, it's getting rid of dummies. And I can't be mad at that.
Just to refresh everybody's memory, the mammies from 2020 that were referencing that wanted to defund the police, remember those images where Bonquisha and them were screaming in the police officers' faces, and there was one image of a woman pushing the cicada behind her while she stood in front of the police. So yeah, that's who we talking about. Get y'all asses out there and patrol these kids.
It's some more shit coming, y'all. Like I said, I'm loving all of this. People are finding out that the programs aren't working. Also, there's going to be some more legislation to discuss if they can start making juveniles lifers again. I think it's a brilliant idea. Okay, this is y'all shit. Okay, and then I got an update on something else we talked about, but let's go ahead and go.
When you look at the crimes that they are committing, absolutely, like they don't let them. Some of these things do not belong on the streets. I don't give a fuck what their ages are. When you look at the heinous crimes they're committing with such callousness, they don't give a fuck about human life. Get their asses off of the street. They do not need to walk among normal people in normal functioning society. They just don't need that. They don't belong there. I don't give a fuck. And you got people say, "Oh, people make mistakes when they young, and you got to give people time to grow." And but fuck that. If you look at somebody like that boy that killed his mom over their head, said he had a history of torturing animals already. Like, that's a little serial killer in the making. Put him away.
Are we ready to admit that some people just can't be fixed? Okay, even when they're young, they can't be fixed. Y'all that you remember your high school classmates and how they were class clowns. You knew who was who. Then you look again at Facebook and see what they're doing today. A lot of the shit that they used to do didn't change. It just changed styles. That's all it is. That same motherfucker that had 4, 5, 6 girlfriends, right? He's still putting likes on other people's shit, even though he's married, commenting inappropriate shit up. They don't change. Okay. Like I said, these programs and all that extra shit, it doesn't work. People are who they are. And sometimes they're solidified in what they're going to be before they're 18. Anybody got a problem with that? Because that's what it is. Nobody, you talk about let them grow, let them turn. Well, the people that they killed didn't get a chance to grow. So, oh well, he messed that the fuck up. He don't get a chance to grow. Fuck your son. How about that?
Well, here's the thing. We are putting out, let's just be honest. When you look at the Black population, okay, so what we're at the most 11, 12% of the population, we're putting out most of the murderers by, when you look at, by comparison, when you look at population, that's what we have. We are making and breeding criminals.
Are y'all under the impression that we're still at 52% when it comes to homicides in this country? Because if you are, you'd be mistaken. The new number is 60.2% of the homicides in this country. You want to talk about it? I don't think you do, because you want to protect these Black men, and that's who's doing the majority of the murders. It is what it is. A lot of this shit is going unpunished. Are y'all aware that only 30% of homicides are actually solved? So you're walking around murderers. Look up all these stats. You'll find them. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all that, yeah, this is on the table. Let's do it.
We have some brand new details on the teen suspect accused of murder and attempted murder in D.C. and Maryland. This is 15-year-old Caden Holland. You may have heard us use his nickname, Baby K. He is behind bars right now in Prince George's County.
He was arrested around this time yesterday after almost a month on the run. Authorities are convinced he had help, and now some people in the county are saying legal reforms to protect suspects under the age of 18 have gone too far.
Oh my goodness. Are they proposing that your mammy ass have to go to jail if you hide your son from authorities? Oh my goodness. Well, maybe
yes.
Are we proposing that? Let's see what they have to say. And it's Black people saying it. So you got your racism card taken away, bitch.
Scott Brim is live in Prince George's County with the very latest on reactions and what's next for this young suspect. Scott.
Well, as you just reported, now that Baby K is in custody, a lot of the attention is turned to outrage, criticism of the juvenile justice system. Today, the Prince George's County Police Chief Malik Aziz and the County Executive Angela Brooks also directed a lot of anger and questions towards parents.
If they are 14, 15, and 16 years old, where are their parents?
Fucking, that's where they're at. Rolling a J, that's where they're at. Trying to find a lace front, that's where they're at. Tracking that dusty nigga's phone, that's where they're at. Lying about their income so that they can get food stamps, that's where they're at. Hating on the next bitch, that's where they're at. Ma'am, keep going.
Right now, yeah, he was alone. We arrested him alone. There was no one else with him right there at that moment.
15-year-old Caden Holland, a.k.a. Baby K, the alleged gunman leading a juvenile hit squad trying to kill a middle schooler on a Prince George's County school bus May 1st. As two juvenile accomplices hold the boy down, the gun misfired, saving his life. A 14-year-old girl is accused of setting the crime up in a gang dispute. And Holland is also now charged with a murder in D.C. just 2 days later. Holland.
What the fuck? These y'all kids. Let's go.
Seen in music videos brandishing a gun and rapping about carjacking.
How was it possible for a child to attempt to shoot another child and then to be able to be on the run for weeks?
If we can prove that adults were helping a 15-year-old, then that person should face the consequences.
I love it. Mammies, get ready. It is what it is. She's going to say something else that I told y'all years ago. Let's go.
There's also
Prince George's County Police Chief Malik Aziz saying an investigation into who may have helped Baby K is underway. Aziz says Holland has a record in Prince George's County, but juvenile protections prevent him from providing details. Aziz and also Brooks complained juvenile justice reforms in Maryland have gone too far.
It has become more difficult for police to question young people about anything. A parental consent is not even in play. It is an attorney has to give permission.
Prince George's County Executive Angela also Brooks today calling for accountability for both the charged teens and the adults in their lives.
I hear it all the time. Program. We can create every program known to man, and it will do very little.
Oh, excuse me. She sounds like she could be my sister. They cannot be fixed. We've already tried everything. The country have tried everything. Black women have tried everything. White men have tried everything. Nothing works with them because this is their culture. This is who they are. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
How long have we said that the bitches that's helping them with this shit need to go be locked up too? See, I think these people been watching this channel. They're listening. They heard that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your programs ain't it, huh? They just need to have a little bit of mentorship. Problem, bitch. Guess what? The dudes that's mentoring them is just as bad. What, you didn't see that was a black dude? So he's supposed to show him how to do what? The dude before him didn't build nothing. The mentor's daddy ain't did nothing. Hell, you could go all the way back to the 1800s. They didn't build shit that they wasn't building up under duress, that they were up under the instruction of somebody with a fucking whip to build. Go ahead. Look, I can't. I just can't.
I know I'm petty, but it's like, mammies, get ready. There's a train a coming.
Absolutely.
Don't need no ticket. Just get on board.
Told you, it's on its way. All of this shit, ladies, this is what got us called extreme over here, saying that, you know, these kids need to go to jail for life. Motherfucking parents need to be held accountable. Because you don't have anything built for you, because you always up under Tyrone and don't make him build for you, you will not get any what you call justice. You're not going to be able to barge in people's shit. You're always going to be part of the lower class. We've said all of this shit and it's coming to fruition, and make no mistake about it, 2024 is going to be a doozy if that election goes the way it should be going. So you better hold on to your bra strap. You know that Walmart bra that you didn't scan when you walked out the door? Yeah, that part. You better hold on to that strap and get ready if you plan on staying. Put your seatbelt on in that Kia Cephia and sit your ass the fuck down, because you in for a ride, whore. Okay?
I hope she scanned the bra, Dizzy. Come on now.
Now, Ebony Phoenix, you know good and well what really happened. She went into the changing room, put it on, probably put some other stuff on and walked the fuck out.
Shit.
But look, I like this change, but I wanted to expand older, because we know that these mammies hide their adult sons and nephews too. So if y'all are hiding your adult sons, y'all need to get in trouble too. I'm sick of it. Just like what that I don't know what to say, but you know that active situation we had where that happened at the hospital, DZ, a few weeks ago, and his mama's up there defending him.
Girl, these stories starting to run together. I swear. They are, because black people are black people, and they've always been this way. Just people have been too scared to tell them who they are, and now the tide is turning. People are telling you you're trash. You're trash. Your culture's trash. Your sons, they're trash. You bitch for going ahead and defending them. You're trash. So hey, I'm loving it. I knew this day would come. I knew this shit was gonna happen like this in my early 30s, because all you gotta do is look, take a breath, and look. It's happening. These people, there's a video, y'all, where right now organized retail theft, including food items, are being taken out of these motherfucking stores because now they're hungry. I told you they were going to be hungry. They're sitting up here, ladies. They are barging in, and because there's no cops, I seen one woman get her head caved in with a hammer by a few people that was trying to steal some shit up out of Home Depot. It's happening. So be very careful. They're starting to lock everything the fuck up. Walgreens, they have a new store model. Would you like to know what that is? There's only going to be 2 aisles, and it's going to be very cheap items on those 2 aisles. If anything is above $10, you have to order it, and they're going to bring it out to your motherfucking car, all because of your sons. It's happening. So get ready. You can't just run in there no more, because it can't nobody detain you, because that's racism. When you ask somebody if they got that Pringles can or whatever the fuck they didn't pay for, that's racism. So you don't get to come in here. You go ahead, you open up that fucking Obama phone, you make a goddamn order, and we'll bring it out to your punk ass. This is the result of your sons being unchecked and that whole left-wing bullshit.
And this is the result of you mammies defending and excusing your sons. You knew they were stealing and looting and causing all types of mayhem, but you just wanted to excuse. You wanted, like DZ has said, you wanted him to commit his crimes in peace. And now y'all are going to be the ones fucked up in these, especially if you live around a lot of black folks with everything locked down. I guess you didn't need any medicine. I guess your elderly mom didn't need any medicine. The fuck?
I guess I got to be the one to say that them bitches was out there with them. They was out there doing the same thing they was doing. So can we just keep that part real? It wasn't just the sons. It was mother and son a lot of the time. And sister too. Because let's be real, when a lot of this looting and all this shit was going on and all this stealing and all that shit was going on, they had help. Yes, they did. So that's why this shit is happening like it's happening, and they right up with that shit.
Well, I'm with DZ. Fuck you, whore.
Right. I'm looking in the comments and I see this one right here. She said she's been ordering groceries. Y'all listen. As things change, so do the criminals. Okay, listen very carefully. If y'all get bored this weekend, look this up. I haven't lied to y'all once. Be careful with that too. If you get a message back that your person that's shopping for you is stuck in traffic or your order is delayed, you might want to put a hold on your card. Why? Because Glocktavia and Glocktavius, they're sitting up there shopping on your card for their house. Look it the fuck up. So be careful with all this shit. As the technology changes, so does the criminal mind. They're always going to have a way to do some shit. So I'm telling you, just be careful. Check your bank account. If you're not on text notifications, make sure that every single last transaction was supposed to be yours. If you don't have to use the app itself, because all of those apps aren't secure, don't do it. Don't use that either. Take your ass to a laptop and do it on a website that's a little bit more secure. These people are you're going to see fraud all over the place. Hell, I saw some 2 Christmases ago where I had a whole bunch of Amazon shit. I order a lot from Amazon. Forgive me, I do. And it was like 40 transactions on there. So I had to sift through the ones that were mine and get the ones that weren't reversed. Why? Because I used the goddamn app. And during that time, the app was hacked. Okay. And this was happening all in the Southeast. So y'all be careful. There is no ticket. There is no, here's the right way to do this. I'm going to do it this way. They evolve as well. Criminals don't sit up and say, we can't be criminals no more. Let's just get a job. No, as you make security, they make ways around that security. So just be very mindful. Do not use your card when you're at the store. If you still use a debit card, make sure that your body is leaning forward so that they can't see and take a picture of your card. Some of these phones have very good cameras on them. All they have to do is take a grainy ass picture, go home and enlarge it. And now you don't know what the fuck is happening with your card. These people are getting more broke. They're losing their homes due to eviction and not being able to find stuff that they can afford to live. They're literally going in people's empty houses and having to be evicted if they're there longer than 14 days. So don't sleep. These motherfuckers are y'all fixing to see some shit out here. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. But to protect yourself, make sure that don't let motherfuckers flip your card over. Don't just hold it in your hand waiting on your turn. Make sure your hand is covering up the numbers. Okay. That's all you got to do. Put some stickers on the back. Memorize your CVV code on the back. Don't get caught slipping. Okay. Because these people finna be broke as shit. On top of that, there's a whole bunch of jobs out here, ladies. They could get these jobs. Don't start feeling sorry for them. They're being criminals because they're indeed criminals, not because they don't have any other way to do it. I needed to express that too. Okay. Let me put my banner up.
I was going to say too, be careful with DoorDash and those apps, because like any dusty can use that app, and I don't know, I feel uncomfortable with it. So just be very mindful, especially if you like live alone and you're ordering your groceries or ordering DoorDash or something like that. You might get a cicada that's coming around trying to case the place, so just be mindful with those apps.
Here's the thing. It's a lot that's about to change, because I remember y'all are not going to even be able to contact these Ubers in a minute and have them come. I saw DZ posted a story of where they was a Dusty was shooting up in the damn Uber with this girl in it. But I saw a story that was just like that happened again, and it was an SUV actually that he was driving, and that girl was in it, and she actually, the man that was shooting at her actually ended up killing her in the back seat of the Uber's car. I'm talking about the man's car who was driving the Uber. Like, he actually killed her. That's how so I'm like, so basically he just opened fire and sprayed this man's truck to get to her. So now it's going to be to the point where people are not going to want to drive Uber, because you got people trying to kill you on that Blackistan bullshit, and they're getting caught up in the crossfire. Why would they want to come pick you up now?
Yeah, that video was way too graphic to show out here, so I had to show them behind the wall. But ladies, all the services got you on a radar. And I hate that, because I wanted Black women to get the fuck away from Blackistan, so that there would be a very deep line of delineation between you and these niggas. I really did. But because they won't leave them alone, you're going to be lumped in with it. You won't be able to get an Uber. Your motherfucking Walmart is leaving. Your grocery stores are leaving. The package, the people that deliver parcels, USPS, FedEx, those people are starting to redline the fuck out of you, because they don't want to come to these communities where people are shooting all the damn time. Okay, it's going to be to the point where you're going to have to travel at least 15 miles to your grocery store, and you are going to be followed around that motherfucker. Okay, True Gal, is this your account, or are you dusty?
Yes, this is my account. Hi, everybody. Hey. So I just wanted to make a couple of comments. The first one is about the monitoring the children in that, I guess, at night thing. I just wanted to say that education is a key component of patriarchy, which I think Blackistan completely misses. Like, monitoring children, taking care of your offspring requires like a community mindset. You want to take care of your neighborhood. You want to have clean sidewalks. You want to have properly built structures. You want to have pipelines of young people and adults going into industries that benefit the community. You want to have policymakers. You want to have all these different things in the community. But the first step is education, and Blackistani rules from the gut. And so when I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, you're going to have these kids sitting there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. What are they going to do for that time? Like,
Look, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Here's the deal, True Gal. I'm not getting ready to entertain their kids. It would behoove y'all not to entertain their kids. And this is the deal. You said something about education. Black people have never valued education. They just haven't. They never have. Okay. The cool kids are the criminals, and the ones that are bookworms, those are the ones they call awkward. They're not going to do anything as far as education goes. And it's starting to show, and the results are coming in. So check it out, ladies. In several states, because everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Okay. So they're not going to school. And if they do go to school, they're not completing their education. So check it out. There's women who have to wait months to see their OBGYN when they're pregnant. Okay. They are doing telehealth meetings with pregnant women that's about to bust. Why? There are no OBGYNs. Nobody's, number one, going to school for that. And number two, the ones that did go to school for it, they don't want to work in your neighborhood. So you have to travel far, long, and beyond to even go get your birth control, right? Go get whatever you're getting done at OBGYN. They don't honor getting a higher degree. They want the grown folks to do that shit, non-Black people, to go to school for that. And they want to be influencers. They want to be rappers. They want to be ball players. The stuff that a community actually needs, they don't honor that shit. They don't. I'm going to get a second opinion. Yo, a second opinion where? Girl, it is only one OBGYN in your whole goddamn area for a 50-mile radius. You don't have the option because y'all's community don't value education. So be careful with that shit. It's a lot of the podiatrists, right? GI doctors. They're having a problem with GI doctors here in the state of Georgia because they're not turning out of school anymore. Ladies, you have to move. You have to get your shit and get the fuck away from these people and stop feeling so sorry for some sort of viral fucking situation that's going on with them. Fuck them. They caused all of this, to be honest with you. The cool kids don't. The cool kids, what you mean? Cool kids don't even finish their goddamn words. Y'all heard that little rapping son of a bitch up here? He sounded like his tongue was too big for his fucking mouth. Huh? Anyway, I'm rambling, y'all. I really am.
Can I say one more thing? I had one more thing.
Oh, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
Yep. No. So with the retail theft rings, I don't know if anybody has lived outside the country or has visited outside the country, but I was watching on the news about how they're beginning to track these retail theft rings and this, that, or the other. And the guy was saying, you know, this is a true record for a decline in society. And I'm like, I don't think people realize there's going to become a time where you will not be welcome into these stores. Like, there will be no more mall walking or just going into shops and just, you know, looking. There's going to be no more of that. Unless you have the money to purchase something, you will not be welcome. They've already done it in other countries with unstable economies. I don't know how, if we're going to get to that point, but
the average family right now, True Gal, listen up, ladies. The average family right now is now paying an extra $500 a year because of theft that's going on at these stores. I shit you the fuck down. See, a lot of times people don't give a fuck about certain shit unless it affects them. Well, now it's affecting you. $500 a year. How long will it take before it goes to $2,000 a year? Because you want them to commit their crimes in peace. I'd rather see a baton go up across one of these niggas' heads. I promise you, knock him the fuck out so I don't have to pay that much. Listen, 11 FKA Hunted. Are you Dusty?
No, I'm not DZ. I'm also in, like we spoke, and I'm also in the Discord.
Okay, what's up, babe?
So I wanted to add into when you were talking about the Uber and the DoorDash issue, as well as like with the orders having to be pickup or whatever. So basically, I drove in, or I rode in an Uber the other day, and I've been seeing it a lot lately where they are using like their girlfriend's account, where like the picture is her, it's her name, but it's him driving, and that's like one. Because you can tell it's a real, but like it's if something were to happen, they're not going to have any information on him at all because he's not even supposed to be the one driving.
Exactly,
So
and that's happening with
it's
Instacart too. By the way, you got niggas, you know, handling your food, and y'all know they don't like to bathe. They got all that schmegma on their hands. Keep it up. Keep it up. Don't touch my bell pepper, bitch. Go ahead.
Right, and they'll even well, sometimes it would be her, but like he'll be riding in the passenger seat. And I'm like, oh no, like he doesn't have anything else to do. Like you just tag him along with like he's like a emotional support dog or something. Like it's bad. Like it looks bad. It's a safety issue. It's messed up. But that's what I had to add.
Yeah, y'all will see more of that shit. I want to look at the chat real quick. Chat. Can you please put something in the chat that we've lied about since 2020? Okay. And while I wait for that to come up because there's a delay, let me put my banner back up so I can see if this is Sagittarius Black or is this person Dusty? Sagittarius Black, are you Dusty?
Hi, DZ. No, I'm not me.
Ooh, your audio bad, babe.
Oh.
It's real bad.
Is it better?
A little bit. Go ahead.
No, I'm not Dusty. It's me. So you were
speak up a little bit for us. Speak up just a little bit for us.
Okay. Remember you were talking about the OBGYN?
Yes.
OBGYNs. Remember the one that we had like 2 shows ago? The one that to the patients? Technically, that was an OBGYN before they put him in jail.
Listen, I ain't talking about the Dusty. Anybody letting a Dusty put them in stirrups and dig and they snatch? I don't know what to tell them. Ain't no Dusty touching this.
I'm just waiting for people to go back and listen to them old live streams where we told them years ago that your doctors were quitting, your police officers and your first responders were quitting, and your teachers are also quitting. How long have we been warning them that all of these people were quitting these jobs, and now they're just feeling the sting of it because they're seeing it happen now in droves. But we tried to warn them to knock it the fuck off because this shit was coming. Now nobody wants to even go to school to be teachers. So that influx that they have of recent graduates, they're not even gonna have those because nobody wants the job. Nobody wants to deal with your kids. It's the same way with healthcare. It's the same way with healthcare across the board. These people are some of the most difficult people to try to treat. And to be honest with you, they showed their asses during the whole C-19 thing. It was just fucking ridiculous. The community that was hit the hardest refused to cooperate with absolutely anything. They showed their asses. And they tried to make this all about what the employers were doing to their employees. Yeah, some companies were full of shit, but let's talk about what this community was doing. They didn't, when I tell you, they didn't want to cooperate with anything the whole time.
Child, it's bad, y'all. Y'all all know that I'm a nurse, and my old staffing agency, my emails, it's like they damn near make me want to go back. Them motherfuckers offered me $9,000 a week to work in country ass South Carolina. I'm like, oops. My husband was like, don't even think about it. Sit down. I'm like, all right, love you. It's crazy out here, y'all. It's crazy. Please take care of your goddamn self. That's all I got to say on that. Diana Prince, is this your account?
Hi, DZ. Yes.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi. I was calling to comment about the kids being sentenced to life in prison as minors. And I just wanted to reiterate that at the first part of the pandemic, the U.S. Supreme Court in April 2020, they reversed themselves because they were saying that that minors couldn't be sentenced for violent crimes committed as minors to life in prison. But they reversed that and said, oh, yes, you can.
Yeah.
And that's at the federal level. So people are about to stop playing with these
I'm loving
kids
it, Diana.
who
I'm
are
loving
running
it.
around here doing whatever they want to do. You need to be held accountable as an adult, and I'm sick of the parents whining and crying because you failed to discipline your children. So now society has to deal with your children, and you don't get to complain about the punishment since you didn't do your job.
Absolutely. All them good laws coming down the pike. Those of y'all that's in here that do y'all remember the days where the worst thing your teacher could say to you is sit down before I call your mother? Do y'all remember them days? Those are long gone. These kids be like, call that whore. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna beat your ass, and when she get here, I'm gonna beat her ass. So call her. Here, you can use my phone, you dusty bitch. Call my mama. It's getting real bad, and don't nobody want their kids going to school with your kids. I've heard 10-year-olds cuss their ass off. Even back in the 90s, y'all, that people would stop cussing when an old person came in the room. They would say something like, shut up, there go Keish mama, that her mama's here. Don't say that. Now, shit. Y'all just saw the goddamn Little Mermaid area. She says, yeah, old bitch. I'm like, God damn. I'm not trying to go anywhere where these motherfuckers go. I'm not. I don't want to be around them. I don't want to see them. I don't like the inflection of their voice. I don't like their music. Oh my God, I hate their music. I don't like nothing they have going on. It's nonsense. And we not even up here talking about dating. Don't even get me started on that bullshit for y'all. Lord have mercy. I'm just talking about waking up in the damn morning. What? Anyway, anybody got something before I go to the next subject? No. Because I wanted to update y'all on some shit. Good. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, DZ. I just wanted to apologize because when I get up here, I've got a lot to say. But then when I think about the Blackistanians and their nonsense, so much rubbish goes through my brain, I forget what to say.
Oh, it's all good. It happens to all of us when we get up here. It happens to me too. Okay, ladies, check it out. Y'all remember that New Jersey councilwoman, right? That she's a Republican and she was on her way up, okay? And they took her the fuck out. She was shot and she didn't make it. Okay, so you know me, I'm scrolling around all the social medias and looking what's going on, and mammies and of course their sons was saying she was getting ready to be something. So I bet you it was a white boy that took her out. Oh, well, I guess not. They made an arrest, ladies. Let's go.
Now to that breaking news. In the last hour, authorities announcing they arrested a man in Virginia this morning for the murder 4 months ago of Sayreville Councilwoman Eunice.
Oh my gosh. Is that a white boy? I'm not looking correctly. I don't wear glasses as of yet. Let me see. Maybe it's something wrong with this laptop. I guess that might be a white boy. I don't know. Snapple, is that a
No, it's a roach. It's a roach. Get the raid. Somebody get the raid.
Look, they don't have a motive as of yet, ladies, but Blackistan was saying that because she was a councilwoman and she was winning, that the white folks had her killed because they didn't want her to win.
But DZ, he might be a white boy actually, because today we can identify as whatever we feel like it. So maybe he identifies as a white boy.
I think he might be a Blasian.
No, he's Indonesian at most. Maybe he's Indonesian. I don't know. Oh, let's keep going. R.I.P. to her.
This June 4.
A security camera, we're told, caught that shooter running from the scene. This back on February 1st. Authorities say that her phone helped link the accused killer to her murder. But the motive, still a mystery.
What we do know, however, is that she knew him from church. New Jersey reporter Anthony.
Oh my goodness. Not church.
Not church.
Not where you meet the good black men. Are you serious? Oh my, Deacon Brooks, he's not nice. What? Oh, these people lying. This is white supremacy.
Anthony Johnson is live outside the prosecutor's office in New Brunswick with the new details tonight and the arrest. AJ.
Yeah, so the FBI was involved along with police down in Virginia and here in New Jersey, along with the prosecutor's office. That finally led them to the arrest down in Virginia this morning at 10:45 this morning. Suspect identified as Rashid Ali Bynum. He was arrested once again down in Chesapeake City earlier this morning. He'll be charged with first-degree murder and weapons offenses. As you said, there was surveillance video of Bynum as he was leaving the area down in Sayreville back on February 1st. That's when the shocking crime, the murder of Eunice Jumfor, took place just outside of her home, once again back on February 1st. But witnesses in the area did see a white Hyundai in the area, was unoccupied. Then they saw somebody get into that vehicle. They were also able to give a partial description of the suspect, and then cell phone records along with E-ZPass records helped authorities track him down to his home once again in Virginia, and that's when the arrest took place this morning at 10:45. Finally, they've arrested a person involved in the murder of Councilwoman Eunice Jumfor.
After an extensive investigation, it was determined that on February 1st, 2023, a mobile phone traveled from Virginia to New Jersey, and after the murder, immediately returned to Virginia thereafter. Additional records revealed that the device was associated with Rashid Ali Bynum.
Enough. And let me tell you something. I want, right, you bitches that made those videos suspecting white supremacists of doing this to make a retraction at the end of your video because you care about black femicide. And, I'm going to keep these people in my prayers. Yeah, we need that. We need a retraction. Also, we need an update because you do really good updates, I see, especially when it's a white boy. So let's go ahead and get it. Okay, let me pull this down from here. And this weekend, ladies, I want y'all to stay safe. Check it out. I'm going to exit on this right here. I need y'all to remember, don't cape for these motherfuckers that ain't divested. I had to eat that one, y'all. I had to eat that one. That was a tough one and a tough pill to swallow. That was hard. Let me just go ahead and remind y'all. This shit made me mad, y'all.
Took my daughter to go see the Little Mermaid in Orlando, and this happened.
Oh, I need a refund on my ticket. No, we getting a refund.
I'm gonna pull that down right there. Not don't fight. Y'all as kids in here. I need a refund on my ticket. They are always on some other shit. Go to the counter and ask for a refund. That's what you do. But ladies, keep these motherfucking mammies out your life. Dead ass serious. Okay. But I want y'all to have a good weekend. I'm gonna go in the back and talk to the ladies and see what they got and see what we got going on and put my poll up and all that good shit. I seen somebody ask about the Discord. The information on how to get on there is on the screen. And I love y'all to pieces. I'll see y'all on Taco Tuesday.
Bye.
See you
Bye,
later.
y'all. In Discord.